guys, so I'm really excited about today's video and talking about it, and what I want to talk about today is getting my very first tattoo. And just to give you a little overview, I will show pictures and stuff later in the video, as well as my design. I'm really proud of this because I did design it myself and I put a lot of thought into the design. And I guess a bit of background is that I wanted a tattoo since I was 16 years old, and obviously it's trying to convince other people, and you have to be 18 to get a tattoo anyway without parental permission. And I'm now 24, and over the last couple of years I've been wanting it more and more, and thinking more about what design I want to do and what I want it to incorporate and what I want it to include. And I think it was around June this year that I finally sat down and go, this is the design I want. I designed it myself, Photoshop, because I can't draw for anything. And Photoshop trying to incorporate elements of all what I wanted it to express, and that is me. Because I realised at the moment I'm in quite a good point in my life. And I want to remember those things, remember the things that I've achieved and done, and I just thought, yeah, now's the time to actually get it. And I finally had someone who was willing to go with me, because none of my family were ever willing to go with me, and I wasn't willing to go by myself. And yeah, my girlfriend went with me, so that was good. And yeah, so I'm really excited about showing it to you. It is Harry Potter themed. And I know some people say that you shouldn't get tattoos over like fandoms or anything because your interest may change in the future. And though I'm not concerned that I will somehow hate Harry Potter in the end, it's more of what it has done for me and what it's made me realise about myself in my life. Like when I first got into Harry Potter when I was 13 years old, I think. Probably a bit younger, but that's when I first got onto, in terms of the internet fandoms. I joined a forum site called Hex RPG, and basically in that it was one of the first websites that it's where I first discovered coding as a concept and something I could do. My dad's a programmer, so it wasn't a complete new area for me, but it was at that point I realised, wait, this is something I can do, this is something I'm good at, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy being good at it. And it's really what shaped me to go into IT, what made me think about that I'd actually be good at something, because before then I thought, oh, I'm not really good at anything. Everyone seems to pick everything up so easy and I don't. And I've got my disability in the way and all that sort of stuff. And then I realised, no, wait, I can code. I enjoy coding. And it was from there that I took the decision to work in IT and coding and programming, and that has shaped my life ever since. And as well as that sort of major decision brainwave in my life that I was actually good at something. I also met some great people who, it was the first place I felt safe enough to be myself and comfortable enough to be myself, because my mum especially never really accepted the gothness or anything, and was always voiced her opinion on it. Took her ages to let me convince her to let me dye my hair black. And I think I did that when I was 16. And it wasn't until after she went, oh yeah, that looks nice, I should trust you to make your own decisions more often, that sort of thing. It wasn't, yeah, so it was a place that I felt safe to be myself. And I found that because of Harry Potter. And Harry Potter has a nice lot of messages. It's a nice world to escape to, and it's something that I really enjoy, so I'm not going to worry about that. As well as it incorporates the Deathly Hallows symbol, so we've got the invisibility cloak, the Elder Wand, and the Resurrection Stone. And then within that, I've also got a couple of little bats scattered around to import my gothness and my love for darkness and Dracula. Dracula is my all-time favourite book. It has my all-time favourite quote in as well, which is can't even remember. I'll do another video about it because I need to talk about it in another video for something else I want to talk about anyway. That's bad. Yeah, so I was really proud of myself. Like, I got into Photoshop and work. I'm not going to be able to design anything good because I can't draw, but I'm actually really proud about how the design turned out. And it surprised me, the actual process, that they actually use my actual design in the end. So basically, I got it on my left arm. You can't see very much because I can't twist my arm completely around to show you, because I got it so I could see it, so I could face it, so I could look at it and remember this good point in my life when I need to. And it's on my left arm. You can see bits of it here. And basically what I did is once I had the image, I waited a few months and checked it every day and kept looking at it and said, is this really what I want on my arm for the rest of my life? And it didn't change. It wasn't like I kept changing my mind, and I settled on that design for ages. So I booked my appointment, and then because of the waiting list, we had to go back a few weeks later. And I was a bit nervous because, especially with cerebral palsy, and you'll probably notice from my videos, I fidget a lot. I just touch everywhere, everything, all the time. I can't sit still, and I was really worried about how that would affect me getting a tattoo. Also, with my cerebral palsy, though I don't think it's directly linked, though it seems to be common in cerebral palsy, I've heard and read, is that I have a thing called an underdeveloped startle reflex. Is that when babies have it, so like if they're falling or feeling pressured, their whole body sort of clenches up and goes tight, and that's what mine does too. And I jump at almost anything, and I was worried I'm going to be jumping all the time, every time he does it. And that wasn't the case, so I was really pleased about that. So I went to the place. We got there, we had to sit and wait for 10 minutes while he basically he printed out my design, put it on a transfer and did all that and set up the seating area. I then went over to the area, and it was a nice clean tattoo studio. It was Ravenskin on the Isle of Wight. Basically, me and my girlfriend had a quick laugh about how long it was going to take me to get on the chair, and to be fair, it was okay. She just sort of dragged my legs over, so I was sat there. And then basically I said, oh, I'm not going to look because my brain does weird reactions, so I decided not to look for the entire process. And that was fine because my girlfriend was there, so she could watch and look how it was going and stuff like that. So basically, what I did when I first got on the chair with already, he got the transfer, stuck it on my arm and said, is this where you want it? Is this how you want it to look? Double checked that I was sure. And then basically he told me he was going to start. And I can't say it was painless, but it wasn't exactly painful. Like, I've had worse sunburn, I've hurt myself worse falling face first into a car. It wasn't even screaming painful, it was just like, ow. But when you say ow, and it doesn't really hurt that much, but it's a natural reaction, it wasn't painless, but it wasn't painful. That's all I can describe it. And basically I thought, I'm not going to be able to sit here for this long while he does it. I'm going to have to take a break. But I actually didn't. I did it in one sitting. It took around 45 minutes to an hour because it is quite a small tattoo. And yeah, I managed to do it in one sitting, and I didn't need to stop or anything. And apparently I didn't move too much either, and that was really good. I was really sort of proud of myself for that, and I'm proud that it was my actual design that I've now got on my arm, because I thought, this is just going to give them an idea of what I want. They'll probably be able to draw it better. But no, I'm really glad that they actually use my design, because it's me and I put all my thought into the design and stuff like that. Now I'm on aftercare. I only got this done on Saturday, and when I'm making this video, it's Monday, and this video will go out Wednesday, so it's only been a few days. And right now for aftercare. It seems like I thought I was going to be a bit worried about doing it, but at the moment it seems pretty easy. Once I got the tattoo, he wrapped it in some cling film, made some little tabs out of tape so that I could take it off, and he said leave this on for about an hour, 2 hours, and like avoid direct sunlight. And I'm like, I do that anyway, I burn easily. And yeah, and then once a few hours have passed, I took off the cling film using the tabs he gave me, and the first advice he said is to wash it with warm water and a scent-free soap. And luckily most of my soap is scent-free because of sensitive skin, and I have like antibacterial soap as well, so I managed to use that just by cupping water over it as I did it, and then making the soap lather in the other hand, and then circular motions. And then as it's been drying up a little bit, because obviously it's an open wound, I have been putting moisturiser on it. I first started with Bepanthen, and I've also got some Aveeno moisturiser cream to use for backup if I don't have that on me. And he said only to put a very small like finger tip layer on it for this, and just make sure that you follow all the aftercare instructions and it will turn out well. So I'm really excited, proud and happy about how this turned out, and it's a lovely reminder on my arm that I sometimes I am down, but I've got these good things. I'm in a good place in my life, and I really do love this tattoo. It's got bits of colour on, it's got red colour mainly, black with the main Deathly Hallows symbol, black for the bats, and then it's also got some red in there that's meant to look a bit like a blood splatter or a splash of colour, which I really like. And then at the bottom it has the text in Noctem, which is also from Harry Potter, but also has a reference to me in general, which means into the night or into the darkness. It's from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I think you can find it in the extra credits or deleted scenes on the DVD, and they also play the song in the credits at the end. But it's a lovely song as well. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get annoyed when it gets to the peely itchy stage of the healing process, because I hate it when that happens, like when I get sunburn, and it makes me go all cringy, and I'm just like, no. And he was like, make sure you don't pick on it or pick your scabs, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that anyway. I can't stand touching it at all. And yeah, so I'm hoping the healing process will be really quick. And for my first tattoo, it was a really good experience, and I am super proud that I got it, and it was fine. I was gonna take some photos and record of the actual process, but I was talking to my girlfriend at the time because I was trying not to look at him doing it, because my brain does weird things when I look at needles. I'm fine with the concept, like, yeah, jab me with needles for blood tests, injections, piercings, but I'm just not going to look. And that's the same concept I followed for that. And yeah, I'm really proud of this design. It means a lot to me. It really expresses who I am. And I've especially got it this way on my arm, so I could read it and I could see it. Sometimes it's harder to show other people because, like I'm trying to show you in this video, I can't twist my arm all the way around, so people have to either like come stand like next to me and read it that way. But it's more for me than other people, but I really, really like it. And I guess if you've got cerebral palsy or a disability that's similar and you're worried about a tattoo or anything, or you want one, what I can say is most artists will work around you. They'll say, if you need breaks, let me know, we'll stop and do all that. And my tattoo artist, he was really nice, he was really good. He was like, if you need to stop, let me know. I did warn him that I might jump at the very beginning, and so did my girlfriend, because of my startle reflex. In fact, I didn't, which was really surprising. But yeah, and I think if you find the right artist, it will be fine. And I actually managed to sit still for the entire 45 minutes to an hour, which was good. Like, I moved my feet, but then my feet I can move separately from my left arm, whereas if I try and move my other arm, they both tend to go together. And as you can tell from my videos, I can't even sit still in them. So I'm really proud of the design. I'll show you it again at the end of the video, and let me know if you've got any questions or want to see more pictures or anything like that, and I will try and appease those questions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.